Welcome everyone, it's Friday night, Just About Outside Radio Show, live on the air, live on Facebook, live on YouTube. Share the link, share the love. Hopefully I don't share my technical glitches because the microphone was just acting up. But welcome everyone, Friday night, feeling right, weekend getting down. How's it going, Keisha?
Friday night, just got paid. Ain't that how the song go? What's going on, outsiders? I didn't just get paid, but I'm in the building. Or I should say I'm on the line. Looking forward to talking to you guys this evening. Boy, what a week this past week has been for sports.
Yeah.
We have excitement, we have a scandal, we have debuts. I mean, we have a new sports power couple. I mean, we have all the things. And like I said, yeah, I'm looking forward to talking and getting into it with you, Mark, and the rest of our listeners this evening. So, first things first, what's going on around town? Let's see. Yeah, that was last weekend. So, last weekend, we have one of the biggest events / festivals to grace the city of Baltimore. It was the Baltimore Running Festival. This year was extra special, Mark, because it was the 25th year.
Was
25th anniversary, yes. And I wanted to get out there, but hey, I didn't. But big shout out to all my friends who did participate. I had some friends out there running 5Ks, and I also had a friend who ran the half marathon. So big shout out to Cindy.
Wow.
Big accomplishment. Yeah, and it's so crazy because I was the one who kind of inspired her.
Really?
Into distance running. Yeah, man. You know what's so cool about the running culture? It's the inspiration part. There are like generations. I like to call them generations of runners, and it's just basically like people who inspire other people, and there is a connection between all.
Okay.
In the past, I would say in the JABO early years, I know you remember my friend Megan Murphy.
Oh, yeah.
We've had her on the show. Big runner, I had watched her run for several years. It became like a yearly tradition for me the day of the race to just, sit up in my apartment window because I was living on St. Paul Street, and the route comes right down in front of my apartment building. I would sit in my window and, wait for her to run by.
Nice.
And that kind of became a thing. And, I remember, just watching her and just being so inspired. Like, man, the amount of commitment and discipline is just unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal. Sure. So it inspired me to start running. So, I started running and I started doing races. And my friend Cindy was watching me. And then all of a sudden, one day, I don't know what made her change her mind, because I would always tell her, like, hey, come on out, try running. She would always be like, no. But one day she woke up and she said, you know what? I think I'm going to try this running thing. And, of course, I was ecstatic. And now that we had that connection, and she's met Megan before. They've met each other, and, we've told each other plenty of stories. But, man, I mean, this girl, in like a year's time, 'cause she just started last year, Mark.
Wow.
Yeah, I would say, she's probably really been running for a little bit over a year, maybe a year and 3 months. I mean, she has not only completely took to the running culture, but she has surpassed me. I am embarrassed. In a good way. For real, in a good way. Yeah, she completed her first half marathon, and I'm just really proud and impressed at the amount of commitment and dedication that she has had. So it was really, really cool, really cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. You gotta love shit like that. But back to the festival last week. Baltimore Running Festival is a big deal, you guys. We have people come not only from all over the country, but all over the world. Okay? Over the 25 years, they have had a total, a little bit over 430,000 participants.
Wow.
Okay? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, which is pretty impressive, it being that, Baltimore is not a big city like New York or Boston.
Yeah.
Because I mean they get lots of runners too, but our numbers are pretty impressive. And last week more than 10,000 runners laced up their sneakers and took to the streets. Man, they had runners from 21 countries in 49 states. I would love to know. Of course, they didn't put that information out there, but I would love to know which lazy ass state didn't participate. No.
It was probably some Steelers hater from PA. They weren't going to make the drive down.
Right. And so we had people from all over come. Most of the time, if you are traveling, from abroad or I would say like the West Coast, people like to make a weekend of it, tour the city, see the sights, eat the crab cakes, so it's always a good time to, get out that weekend and meet people. And, some of these people out here, they just have such amazing stories, man.
Oh, I'm sure.
Such amazing stories. But this year's winners, now, Mark, we cover this every year.
Mm-hmm.
And we have had winners from Ethiopia. I think we had Kenya one year.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you some wild stuff, man. 25th anniversary. Okay, and this is like just so cool. I don't know how this happened, but so on the men's side, Steve Mance won the marathon from Washington, D.C.
Oh, wow.
Okay? On the women's side, Rachel Cluett from Montgomery County.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? Like, you could not have prepared it any better. Man, I mean, it was just, I was just really pleasantly surprised, and just, it was a feel-good story for me that, both on the men and women's side, marathon winners were, from the DMV, from the area.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, really cool. They also, it's become, I think within the past few years, they started this thing where runners could donate their gently used or, new shoes to the festival, and I believe for every so many boxes of shoes they fill, the festival donates to Stand Up for Cancer, which is great because we all know that this month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I believe also in October, the NFL also celebrates cancer survivors and awareness through the Crucial Catch program.
Yeah.
So, super cool. Super cool, man. And what else? This says the festival, every year the festival raises at least $1 million. Also to local charities through different fundraising events throughout the weekend. So, it's just all around a good look. I believe in partying with a purpose. So, just big shout outs to the city of Baltimore for hosting another successful event. And of course, big ups to my man, Mayor Brandon Scott, and who was out there and in full effect, and is always, at the City Running Festival supporting the athletes, man. He's just really awesome.
Hell yeah.
Really awesome. All right, what else is going on around town? Lord have mercy. Do we have drama? I don't even know what the hell you call it with the Ravens, man. I mean, it's just what the hell is going on? Mark, I kind of want you to kind of get into the details. Now, I know that there were some gosh, I don't know how you put it, controls put in place after the loss against the to the Rams. But Mark, I got to tell you, I was expecting. I mean, I think after the Rams, it was like 17-3.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting a much bigger beatdown. I think we talked about that, but as a result of this, they had a team meeting and they said, you know what? You guys aren't doing what you're supposed to. You're not taking your job seriously. You are punished. You are punished. And how the hell do you punish a grown man? You take away his games.
Now, the ping pong I can kind of understand because that's physical exertion. You don't want them doing anything dangerous. But, the video games, I say make them play the video games. Make them play Madden, and then, they get a better idea of what to do on the field.
Yeah. I mean, apparently, I believe what the rumor was that the veterans came through, broke everything down, took it out. No more fun for the Ravens.
Yeah.
So it's all work and no play, which makes for a very dull Ravens team. Okay.
Could they get any more duller? Oh.
Oh, man, I don't know, what's more embarrassing? The 5 losses or you being a grown man put on punishment at work, not even at home, at work.
Right. And then, you got to go home and you're like, honey, they took away my video games at work today.
Right. And she's already side-eyeing you any damn way because your ass is a loser.
All you do is play a game for work anyway.
Right. And she's probably on the siding of the coaches in ownership, But what else has been going on with the Ravens, Mark? I feel like there was something else going on with the Ravens.
There was a Baltimore Sun article. I have not had a chance to read it. Part of it is I haven't really gone looking for it, but also the Baltimore Sun tends to paywall articles anyway. So,
yeah.
But the gist of it was, what was it? The unhappiness in the locker room. The
yes.
Defensive players are scared to make any tiny mistake for how they will get reamed out. The offense is unhappy with non-creativity, which I can kind of understand, but you're not scoring anyway, so maybe get the basics under. I don't know.
But I mean, we talked about both of these things.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of drama in the locker room.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's not a surprise. When you go on a 5-game losing streak, that comes with the territory, right? People get unhappy. People start pointing the finger. But, Mark, in previous weeks, we both talked about how things could start being unpleasant in the locker room. We started about we talked about damaging a relationship between players and coaches. We talked about all of this stuff.
Yeah.
So, now here we are, how do you feel? I mean, do you feel like this kind of came at a perfect time? I mean, it being a bye week, giving the team 2 weeks to kind of, not only get yourself together, physically, because we had hella injuries, right? But just to kind of push that reset button.
What's that? The drama, or?
I guess I would say all of it. The drama, the field of play, all of it.
I think the timing of the article is kind of suspicious with the bye week. But I guess, really when are the reporters going to get a chance to talk to the people? And I mean, they said they talked to over 25 people in and around the Ravens locker room. So not necessarily players, but people, staff, and all that. Which, there's probably some poor intern who works at the Ravens that, maybe his roommate is an intern at the Sun, and they're like side eyeing that poor kid now or something. So
Yeah.
they don't like having leaks and people talking to the media for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, Harry says that he read the article. Harbaugh and Todd aren't seeing eye to eye. Plus, Harbaugh got Orr's back. I will be surprised if Monken is back.
I just read that comment too. You know what my initial reaction is? Yeah, because everything's the offensive coordinator's fault, right? What the hell? Just Ravens, for crying out loud.
It's basically the defensive players are saying it's not Orr's fault, it's theirs. Which, I don't know. I mean, you got Orr, and then like you bring in, what's his name to guide his way or whatever, but...
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Who's the real DC there?
Yeah, but some props to the Ravens players having a little bit of accountability, because we also talked in previous shows about what I felt as though was, some moments of lack of discipline.
Yeah. Sloppy
play, like. I said that Kansas City game, they just looked like they didn't even feel like being out there.
Right.
And, to come forward, I guess, taking those games away, it must have sparked something inside. To take that accountability, that's actually the first step towards reconciliation, in my eyes.
Yeah.
You say, hey, we mucked this thing up or whatever. You guys... We have, as a unit, we got to buckle down and lock in. At least that's what I'm hoping. It's going to happen. So this Sunday, we also got great news. Lamar looks like he's, off the mend. He's back in action, and he will be taking the field this Sunday against the Chicago Bears. And Mark, I got to be honest with you. Maybe it's just me losing all faith. But I do not think this is going to be an easy win.
Now, Harry had another comment here, and I kind of wanted to tie that in. It says, do you think if we lose to the Bears that Harbaugh gets fired? Mike McDonald still got a job. Ain't no way Harbaugh gets fired. And do you think Lamar plays Sunday? Yeah, I think Lamar plays Sunday. But to go back to what you're saying... Look at last week's show. You were down on the Bears, and I said, hey, they kind of got a little burn here, and they came out and they won last week, I believe, and made it look good. And this is a team that, if it was the first or second week of the season, it'd be an easy win, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. And to boot, historically, we don't do well against the Chicago Bears.
Really?
Yes. So, I definitely think it's going to be an exciting game. It is not going to be a snooze fest out there, outsiders. Lamar is back, which means I'm back at the bank. I will be out. I will be out there this Sunday. I'm actually excited for the game. And to address Harry's two questions, yes, Lamar most definitely will be out there. Why? Because he has to.
Yeah, right.
Okay. He has to. Why does he have to? I don't know. There are some people out there, I am not one of them, that think the Ravens can still salvage this dumpster fire of a season. And the only way you do that is getting his ass out there and winning and getting the dub.
With our remaining schedule and the Steelers' remaining schedule, it's not. Yeah. It's not out of the.
It's not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible. So to address the second half of the question. Oh, gosh, if they lose this game, will he get fired? God, I hope so. My prophecy didn't come into fulfillment because, I was like, bye week, bye birdie. That didn't come to fruition. But, I mean, when you're on a losing streak, each loss, that ass gets hotter and hotter, Jack.
Yeah.
And, like I said, this is a must-win game for the Ravens. Not even in terms of playoff hopes, but if people want to keep their job.
Right.
Because if we lose on Sunday, please believe, I'm not going to say who it's going to be because I don't know. But somebody's going to get fired. Okay? Somebody is going to get fired. And from the sounds of it, looks like it's going to be an offensive coordinator. And why not? We love to do that.
Hey, they won us a Super Bowl last time. Or not last time.
I know. That's what everybody likes to lean on. That shit is not going to happen every time. Okay? Yeah, I mean, so, yeah. Let me see. I want to take a look at the odds for the Ravens game. I would expect. I'm gonna try to guess before I pull it up. I'm gonna say maybe Ravens 4.5 over under 43 points. Let's see here. I'm waiting for it to pull up now. Yeah, unless you have it in front of you.
Well, I have the ESPN bet because I know you have a.
Okay.
So ESPN bet. Wow, you're gonna be shocked at this.
Oh Jesus, what is it?
They got Baltimore favored 7.5 point spread.
Yeah, fucking right. Okay, look outside. Outsiders, listen to you. Vegas is looking to take your money. Okay, they're looking to take your money this weekend. They know everybody is going to be super pumped because Action Jackson is back, and they think this whole thing, this whole team, everything is going to make a 180 on Sunday. Please do not drink the Kool-Aid. Do not fall for the funk. 7.5 points, I believe, is entirely too much. What do you think, Mark?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And what was the over-under?
49.5.
Good God Almighty. Oh. Man, I don't like that either. To be honest with you.
Right.
Oh. Screw it. Outsiders. Let me tell you right now, take Chicago Bears plus 7.5, and you take that under. I just do not see. Every time I say I do not see, I just make an ass out of myself. But I'm going to go ahead and say it anyway. I just don't see where 50 points is coming from.
Right.
And yeah, we had a bye week. Yeah, we had a rest up. But we have to account for an adjustment period. I don't really want to call it rust,
Yeah.
But an adjustment period. One, an adjustment period of you being off for 2 weeks. Two, an adjustment period of you not even having Lamar Jackson out there for like 4 weeks. Or 3.5 weeks or whatever. There's going to be an adjustment.
Yeah.
And that whole first quarter might be an adjustment. and not only that, I mean, I really feel as though they got to get Derrick Henry back into the business. I say this, I've been saying it every season since we got him, every game since we got him. He's got to get at least 25 carries, 25 touches.
I mean, yeah. And
they've started playing games with that, man.
I mean, they kind of said that last year that, he wasn't going to get that many. It's like, why? Why do you even sign him?
Right. Because we're the Ravens, and we just want to do the opposite of what's right. Okay, so, yeah, there you have it, Ravens. God, let's just all say a prayer before 1 o'clock on Sunday.
Harry says he thinks Lamar is a game-time decision right now, and Snoop is starting. They still got Lamar listed as questionable, so I say that's fair.
That's fair. But they'll do that. They love to play games with the injury report, too.
Oh, right. That's the Bill Belichick way.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe like a day ago, the Ravens signed officially signed Huntley. And I think that is good because Cooper Rush, I'm not just really sure about his NFL future. At this point, I mean, honestly, because it's just like, dude, when somebody gets injured and you got to step up, that's your time to shine.
Right.
He did not shine, so who the hell is going to want him?
At least manage. Like, you're not expected to be
I mean,
Lamar.
Like, dude, you look like a high school player out there amongst professional football players.
Right.
So, you know, like I said, I'm very unsure about his NFL future. But let's pivot from the NFL to the NBA. And Mark, I don't care what anybody says, nobody is having a better week than the fucking NBA. Okay?
I don't know about that.
Oh, you want to challenge that? Well, okay, let's hear me out, though. Hear me out. We had all of the things going on in the NBA. All right, NBA was back on NBC. We've got scandals. We've got double overtimes. I mean, we've got freaking La Costa Nostra, for the love of God. And to put the cherry on top, we had Megan Thee Stallion pull up to the Dallas Mavericks game in a hot-ass black suit. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how many games the Mavericks lose. Klay Thompson is the only absolute winner all season of the NBA.
Yeah.
And I mean that. I'm standing 10 toes down on that. And let me tell you something else. It's going to be the last thing I say about Megan Thee Stallion, and then we're going to move on. No. I would take the NBA cutting to Megan Thee Stallion 7 to 10 times like they do Taylor Swift over Taylor Swift any day. I will never, ever be mad about that. Matter of fact, I'm hoping that they get damn married and have children just so she can be a permanent staple in the NBA, because, dog, she totally... Did you see that outfit from Thursday?
No, I didn't.
Oh, my gosh. I should have sent you a picture so we could have posted that shit. I mean, it was just a thing of freaking beauty, man. I mean, she totally let everybody know why she is the stallion. Oh, man, and you know, she's been doing the damn thing. I mean... Yeah, courtside with Klay's mom and everything. Jesus, she's really playing the role, I'm telling you. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, everything has been going on with the NBA. And, Mark, you know, I was a little upset about the shifting of the networks with the NBA.
You're upset about it?
And I was high-key pissed off. You know, I was a big fan of TNT and the way that they did things.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and with that kind of came, you know, why the hell is it on NBC? What is NBC going to do? I was so wrong. Because in my eyes, the only bigger winner of last week of other than the NBA is NBC. Doug, I don't know if you got a chance to witness their debut basketball programming, but Mark, they knocked it out of the park.
Did they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I hadn't checked out NBC's.
Oh my God! The very first thing before the damn game even started. They took you back to the 90s, like 1993, with the old school NBA intro music,
Really? Kind of like the last time the NBC had NBA?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Like, I mean, it was,
yeah.
Oh gosh, it was just, Oh man, I was in there screaming, yes! I completely forgot about TNT. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But I know that there were thousands, millions or thousands of people across the United States and maybe internationally too that heard that music and got goosebumps just like I did, because
Right.
you literally got transported back to NBA action is fantastic. You being a teenager watching this shit and just, wanting to be like Mike. I mean, it was so nostalgic, dog.
Nice.
It was so nostalgic. The graphics, I mean, just everything. They really brought out all the stops, man. They really brought out all the stops, and it was really cool.
They got Michael Jordan as like a special presentator too, like
yes,
special analyst.
yes. Like, they are not messing around here.
Right.
Goodness gracious. And, that opening tease that they did with Magic Johnson, Patrick Ewing, and Reggie Miller, oh my, it was just great, man. It was great. It was great. And, we had a double overtime game with the Oklahoma City Thunder and against the Rockets, which was like, I mean, that matchup in itself. I mean, you had Kevin Durant coming back home. Thunder and Rockets, they've kind of developed a little rivalry. Oh man, it was just absolutely insane. It was great. I mean, they just really, it was just great. It was great. I'm still making my analysis. I'm waiting to pass judgment on the broadcasters. I would say analysts. They had Mike Tirico, who, who doesn't like Mike Tirico? If you don't like Mike Tirico, something's wrong with you. Like, seriously. Side by side with Reggie Miller and Jamal Crawford. I have become, came to kind of love Reggie Miller on the sideline. For real, for real. I was never a fan of him during his basketball career, just because, I mean, I just wasn't allowed to, because I was a big Knicks fan. But I'm still really on the fence about Jamal Crawford. I know that he had been doing a little work here and there on NBA TV with that THRU, and did a lot of work with Candace Parker and them, but I'm still waiting to pass judgment on him. But they did seem to have some pretty decent chemistry.
Okay.
They had some pretty decent chemistry. So yeah, man. I mean, the play was fantastic, and what's an opener without a little drama? Like I said, we. For those of you who thought the La Costa Nostra was dead and gone, please think again, because I don't know how the hell. How do you manage to have an awesome debut, and then 2-3 days later, you get players and coaches getting locked up for a fucking insane gambling ring that you got going on? I mean, this is crazy, Mark.
Yeah. I remember like getting the notification on my phone like that Rozier was arrested, and I was like, oh, that's crazy, but like didn't really hit me. And then yesterday I'm sitting here, and like the New York prosecuting office, they had a press conference, and I got news or something running on TV, and they go to the press conference and they're like talking about it, and it's like the banana crime families involved, 3 different crime. I'm like, what in
yes,
the
right. My mouth dropped open when they said like 5 gangster organizations are linked to this. I'm like, yo, they are most definitely taking me back to the 90s.
And it's 2 separate investigations. Like,
isn't that great? Like, the feds are all, let me tell you, outside of this, the feds are all over this shit.
Right. And I'd be really interested to see what kind of numbers, and I don't think they'll release it or anything, but The sports betting apps do this weekend.
Yeah.
Because that, like, that was, of course, the biggest worry was, like, if they get to advertise, if it goes so public, easy access, all that, will players get involved? And it was like, they're going to have strict guidelines, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And here we are. And, I mean, Rozier, like, told them take the under, said he hurt his foot, and then a couple of hours later, he's sitting at his house counting the money with these gangsters, apparently. So, are people not going to want to participate in sports betting now? It's a little crazy.
Yeah, and not only is the FBI on this, the Department of Justice is on this, and like Mark said, there are two separate probes. And get this, Mark, I gotta tell you the names of these probes that they have.
That we know so far.
That we know so far. Operation Nothing But Net. For the illegal sports betting. And Operation Royal Flush for the fraudulent high-stakes poker games backed by numerous mafia families. God almighty. Oh, my goodness. So, we all know that, we had players get arrested, coaches get arrested, coaches get arrested. I mean, it's just really, really bad, you guys. And, not only is this singular incident bad, but it's horrific for the brand, because guess what? Of all the sports, we all know that the NBA loves to cheat. And they love to get their employees involved in gambling. This is not the first time we've heard this.
They've had referees go down for it.
Yes. Like, this is, I mean, and now it's worse than the first time. Like, how do you do this? How? And, I mean, Adam Silver is, I don't know. And, I like to call Adam Silver like Dracula's evil accountant, because that's what he looks like. I don't know if this is his ultimate plan or what, because, I mean, let me just tell you, the NBA has just been all the buzz in the sports realm, and I'm pretty sure everybody will be tuned in all weekend to figure out what the hell is going on with the Mafia and the NBA. I mean, it's just, I am one of those people that think there's no news is bad news.
Oh, someone like bricks a shot, they're gonna be like, oh, they did that on purpose. They're going for under the points. Absolutely.
Man, it's just insane. So, they got a full slate of games tonight. Everybody's in full effect, and everybody except for LeBron James. But yeah, man. I mean, it's just going to be a fun weekend for the NBA. And do we have any comments on basketball on the feed?
Let's see, Melo has no suits in his contract. Melo looked like his podcast. Yeah.
Melo's definitely one of us. Oh man. Yeah. So then there were all sorts of like memes and comments about Melo and the quarter zip up. That was actually quite funny to see. And even when they showed him, I said out loud, "What the hell?" Because he looked like he just walked in from the stands.
Nice.
It was wild. But I mean, it was it was wild. Okay, so we have another comment. Gilbert Arenas is beefing with Rachel Nichols because she called him the informant.
Yep.
Oh, guess what? I totally believe that shit, because Gilbert Arenas is in enough trouble to go to jail himself. He probably said some shit to keep himself. I would totally believe that.
Right? He's like, no, it wasn't me. Like,
Yeah, we all know Gilbert, Two Guns Gilbert, is not wrapped too tight himself. So, yeah. Oh, just all the drama. All right, gosh, we're running out of town, man. I just feel like there's still so much more to talk about. Let's go from the hardwood to the baseball diamond. Oh my God, the beef that just won't die. I am telling you. We've got Toronto versus LA, all the Drake fans and all the Kendrick Lamar fans are rejoicing because we get to beef with each other again. Look what God did. I'm telling you, you guys, it's insane. Toronto Blue Jays are in Cali, in LA tonight, and I am pretty sure that there will be some type of Kendrick Lamar Drake reference during this game, whether it be the music,
right,
whether it be the commentary. This is something that you just cannot, you can't fail to mention.
Exactly, yeah.
You cannot fail to mention this. I wouldn't be surprised if they had Ding Dang Kendrick Lamar on the mound to throw out the first pitch.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool and so freaking petty. I would love it. I would love it. But, we have a well-rested LA Dodgers team.
Yep.
Who, just took the Milwaukee Brewers to the shed. Man, it was just... I wasn't expecting that at all. I'm expecting some competition. And then on the other side of that ball, you had the complete opposite. Toronto Blue Jays an insane series. Vladimir Guerrero versus Shohei Ohtani. We've got two pretty decent offenses. It just seemed like in that championship series, Vlad could do no wrong. That Toronto offense it was insane.
Yeah.
And you know how I feel about the Dodgers, one of the best lineups, and I would go as far as to say ever made, because they're just so freaking stacked. I am really excited about this series. Mark, how about you?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really good series, even though I had totally totally missed on the league championship series, but
yeah.
Seattle and Toronto, they had an absolute banger of a series.
Yeah.
7 games. And like you said, the Dodgers had that layoff, so you kind of got to wonder if that's going to work in their favor. Will going to stretch with Toronto, will that, not work in their favor because they're even more tired?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, man, this is going to be a good series. So I think Toronto needs to really watch any possible mistakes. They let themselves get trounced by Seattle a couple games, and they can't do that with the Dodgers, because if they do that with the Dodgers are gonna just take advantage every single time.
Absolutely. Let me take a look at who is on the bump for tonight. I do believe. Oh, you know what, guys? Let me retract a statement that I made earlier today. Earlier in the show. I said that the Toronto Blue Jays are in LA. That's actually the other way around, you guys. I apologize for that. The Dodgers are away and Toronto's at home. Okay. But we have Blake Snell versus Trey Savage.
Mm-hmm.
Blake Snell was pretty decent. He was good. I'm not going to say pretty decent. I will say he was good in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But, I don't know what it was about this postseason. This guy has been on fire, okay? In the postseason, Blake has a 3-0 record with a 0.86 ERA.
Wow.
Right? And on the other side of the ball, this guy's got 2-1, 4.20 ERA. I think it is going to be really hard for the Jays to get ahead, to even at home, to snatch this game one.
Okay.
Let's just talk about the series as a whole, man.
Wow.
Who do you think walks away from this thing?
I mean, my mind's saying the Dodgers now, but I mean, I was so wrong last series that might as well just say Toronto. I let myself listen to a lot of like the talking heads, I will admit, and
Yeah.
and the Dodgers, like, man, that sweep was just like maybe some of the best baseball I've seen played.
Yeah, very convincing, right?
if they just got to keep that up, and
yeah,
it's so hard to not say the Dodgers. So I got to go the Dodgers. Yeah.
Yeah, and you already know I am. You know, I'm going to the Dodgers back to back. It's just I said it last show.
No division love, like say a little bit wanting Toronto just for the division.
No, I just don't think that. No, I got to be realistic with this thing.
Okay.
You know, I've been saying it since the playoffs started. It's just, really hard to go against these guys.
Yeah.
And, in my opinion, they're just poised. It's just a matter of games. I don't even know. Of course, we would all love to see 7 games because nobody's ready to say goodbye to baseball, but I would be shocked if it got that far.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, that last series, the baseball was just, oof. Oh man, just really impressive. Really impressive. And I do, at some point in this series, Toronto's going to hit the wall. I do think that they will have, a game or two. It might be tonight where they, not only are you out here playing the games, but the emotion is high, the traveling, everything. It's the end of the season. Everybody's already beat down. But if they can, I will say, if they can manage to take this, if they want a shot at 7 games, they got to win tonight. That's just my opinion.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that's about to go down in about 15 minutes for real. So, and, I would love to watch the beginning because I want to see who throws that first pitch. I want to see who sings the anthem. I want to see all the things. Let me take a look at the menu. Mark, did we hit everything?
Pretty sure, yeah.
I think we did. Listen, man, is there anything on Real On Wrestling that you'd like to put out there before we roll out?
Nothing I can think of. Next big show is what is it? Survivor Series, like at the end of November. So we got some time.
Okay, excellent. All right, man. Well, you know how we end this show, Baltimore. Spread love, yo. It's getting a little chilly out there, so it's time to break out those sweaters and long underwear. Listen, we really thank you guys for tuning in with us tonight. Share the link, share the love. As always, keep clean. It's about to be flu and cold season. Lord, we want to be healthy going into the holidays. You guys, I am a very, very tired Keisha. And on the other end of the line, it's my favorite slice of pizza, Mark. And we are just a bit outside. Peace, peace.